Thank you for joining us at Ditch Witch Diaries. We are here again with topics for conversation in bringing in the good, and we will do the next topic. Let's see, what is the next topic here? The next topic is kind of like we talked about this a little bit, but can we bring in good without believing we deserve it?
Mm.
So, this is an interesting thing that I've been thinking about too. So, I think we can, but I think we're like there's some things we have to overcome. If you don't think you deserve good, there's like a hurdle there. Like I think that there's going to be some struggles, and the struggle is your perception. The struggle isn't whether you deserve it or not, because you probably do. It's just your perception that tells you that you don't deserve it. It's like old narratives like in your head that are like old tapes. So, like maybe like some spell work or some like dark moon about why do you feel this way that you don't deserve good things. I mean, it's like I would definitely be wanting to start. I think that's like the first natural place is like working on believing that you deserve good stuff in your life. I think that could change everything around. That could bring in the good.
Mm.
So, like like I said, it's not like whether you do deserve it or not. You probably deserve it. But why do you believe that you don't, and how can we change that around? So, the here's the issue here is that there's a thing that is when you manifest stuff like you're like calling to stuff in the universe, and if you don't believe you deserve that stuff, it's kind of harder to bring it to you if you don't believe you deserve it, right? You're like it like all this stuff just becomes difficult. And then like this if or you could go by the idea that like attracts like. So like I don't know if I'm into that. That can get a little weird, but like I want to if you agree with that, then it is going to be more difficult if you feel truly like you don't deserve it. Also, there's this whole thing called the backfire effect with affirmations. So we think that we can just say like affirmations and repeat them over and over again and that they're going to work. But if you don't believe the affirmations, there's this thing called the backfire effect where your brain will literally, while you're saying the affirmation, your brain will try to think of reasons why that's not true. And then it can work against you. And so, if you're busy believing that you don't deserve it, your mind is likely going to be, and then you start saying, like, I'm bringing in like good energy, or I'm bringing in abundance. Your brain will literally like come up with reasons why you can't do that, like, or why that's not true. And then it will just, then you won't bring it in. So, like I said, the first place to start is really going to be a deep dive on a dark moon with a journal and some shadow work and being naked after the shower with all sorts of yummy like perfume on your body and jewelry, running around like a mad woman, like believing that you're the shit and that you
Mm.
deserve all the good stuff that the world can give you. So that's going to be the first place. But like I said, that doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. Just because you believe you don't deserve it doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. It's that's not a factor. That's just we're just talking about your belief, right? So, what do you do next? Okay, so you want to bring in good stuff and you don't feel like it can feel like you're if you don't feel it, it'll feel like you're slogging through quicksand. Like it'll just be like an uphill battle. So what do you do? So we can change these things around. So instead of like trying to, like we were talking about this before, like it's the way you're facing. Like manifest that you're going to change your view on deserving it. Like start like looking like I'm going to like start manifesting looking at things differently, having a new perspective, having like a like manifest like an attitude shift. Like that's like a good one. Like that is just the way you're facing, the direction you're looking. Like don't like don't turn your back to options, you know? And maybe you do deserve good and you just have your back turned to those options. So maybe manifest like an orientation change. Maybe a sexual I don't know why. I'm just kidding. If it's a man, maybe you should notice that. Exactly. If a man's telling you that you don't deserve good stuff, then you definitely need to manifest an orientation change.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so like I kind of hinted at, this idea of like attracts like. So it can be cruel, okay? And let me just see something, then I'm gonna back it up. Okay, so I don't know if I may have said it, and I'll say it in this one if I didn't say it. So I thought I put it in here somewhere. So it can be cruel to be like attracts like, and because then the statement is if I got shitty stuff then that's what I am, right? So I'm attracting this shitty stuff. So if we're undeserving and bad stuff keeps happening, then you get the picture. So like I like those learning to statements. Like one of my favorite statements is I am learning like I am learning to experience happiness, or I'm learning to feel worthy. I'm developing self-esteem. Like change it around. Like start like saying stuff like that. Like try to like instead of like thinking, "Oh, I've got to be like joyous to be like give yourself grace and be like, I'm working on this, or I'm like, this is something that I'm learning to do. This is a skill I'm learning and it can be learned." And something like that instead of like just because I feel like that like attracts like can be incredibly cruel. I've heard it be cruel to other people. So
I agree. I agree.
So for affirmations, we talked about this before. Don't use declaratory concrete statements that your brain's going to rebel against. Like think of things that like are that your brain would agree with. It's got to be mildly believable, okay? So if you don't believe you deserve stuff, thinking that try like use different affirmations, okay? Like just don't use those ones. Like don't ever do if your brain starts like rebelling against an affirmation, do not use it. Like even like an affirmation is like getting up in the morning, like if I get up in the morning, I'm declaring to the world that I am worthy to be up in the morning. Like literally something as lame as that, but that's like
Yeah.
worthy. I'm worthy. Like
Yeah.
something like it could
Yeah.
be like silly, but it could
Yeah.
be like that's like literally something believable. Like you
Yeah.
are like I'm up
Yeah.
in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
worthy.
If I opened my eyes this morning, I'm worthy of being,
Exactly.
like it's fine. And also, you don't have to use affirmations, right? If your brain is like being combative, don't use affirmations.
Yeah,
There's a million other things you can do.
exactly. So bringing in the good doesn't require believing you deserve it. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't
Yeah.
require that. Like
Yeah.
in fact, like you can like work around, we can do workarounds.
Yeah.
But I think it requires practices that don't argue with your reality.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first step. I think the first step is like definitely work on why you feel like you don't
Yeah.
deserve it. Because that, like I said, it could just feel like an uphill battle trying to bring in good when you feel like you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
It can feel like really rough. It can reinforce not having good stuff,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
I have
that.
things to say about this.
Okay, good. Let me start.
So, first, I would say I fully and completely agree with everything you've said. I think that to bring in good, if you feel like you're not worthy, then the first step needs to be figuring out why you think you're not worthy or like working on that somehow. And I would like to say that working on figuring out why you feel you don't deserve good is an act of bringing in good.
It is.
And so I think that that is like the big first step. If you're trying to figure out why you are thinking these negative things about yourself or why you're thinking that way, you're taking the step to bringing in the good, right? Because you're planting the seeds for like future goodness. And so
Mhm.
that's something big I want to say. Also, when you're trying to work with like, I keep saying self love, but like self esteem and stuff, if you feel like you don't deserve good because like you're not good at anything, you're gonna be good at shit. Like, find the little shit. Do you draw the perfect star, right? Are you good at drawing hearts? Do you I don't know, do you whatever, like do you make a good cup of coffee? Like there's going to be good things. I know sometimes we can get stuck in a rut where we feel like we're not good at anything and therefore we don't deserve anything good and all of this stuff, but there's your brain is lying to you. And so it's part of the human experience is like catching your brain in those lies and putting them in a realistic setting. You might have not accomplished what you wanted to accomplish or whatever, and that's fine. But there's going to be things that you like doing, right? Do you sew? Are you a good sewer? Like, that's a phenomenal thing. And so it's about finding these little tic tacs and collecting them, the tic tacs of the goodness and collecting them.
Even
Bringing,
rad things about you. You don't even have to find things you're good at. Like just think of
yeah,
like rad facts about you. Like
yeah,
I like love rad facts. Like
yeah,
I've seen every Star Wars that ever was made in the
yeah,
history of ever.
yeah,
That's a rad thing. Like
yeah,
I can tell you all about them.
yeah,
I love it. It's a
yeah,
special interest. I'm gnarly excited about it. If
yeah,
you've done that, that's rad. Like
yeah,
think about rad stuff. Like are you a good reader?
yeah.
Like do you love to read? Like
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Your brain is just lying to you. And that's
Brain
something,
is.
that's just part of the human experience, and it sucks that we have to go through that from time to time, but you have to like figure out what it's lying about and correct that. So yeah, the other thing that I want to say is oh god. Oh, when we were talking about oh man. Um shoot, I don't remember.
No.
That when we were talking, it was something to do with like the spell work. And oh, if you don't believe it. Okay, so I'm very much of the belief that, so I believe that every human being and like everything is incredibly powerful. I think that magic is innately within us. This belief that like some people are witches and some people aren't, I think is bullshit. I mean, some people are practicing, right? But I think everybody has magic within them.
Uh,
I think women have more magic than men, but I do think that everybody is magical. But I think that to tap into the most potent magic, we have to be aligned with what we're working towards, okay? And so if you don't believe that you are worthy of good, you could still bring in good, but it's probably not going to be a very potent work because you don't believe it. And I think a big part of the magic comes from that alignment, right? Like, if I don't believe in Santa Claus and I do a spell for Santa, like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's not, I don't believe in it. What's the point of that? There's nothing, it's not going to stick to anything. There's nothing there because there's no alignment. And so you can definitely do work to bring in good. I don't think that necessarily anything like bad is going to come from that. But I think it's not going to be very magical and very potent until you have that alignment where you do believe that you are worthy. And again, doing that work
that's
is
an act of bringing in the good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's stepping stone. But I think that this is why like I'm not going to do stuff to bring in good when when I feel like my mind is like in shambles and it's been a shitty day and like all of this stuff is happening. Like I could do it. I don't think anything bad is going to come from it, but I want to do it when I am feeling the most aligned. So, yeah, I agree with everything you said though.
Nice. Thank you. I love it. But I agree with that.
But I agree with everything. Yeah.
Awesome. I hope you agree too. And and another thing is if you feel like your life hasn't gone the way you thought it might, well, guess what? Most of us most of us have had like a hard whipping, and we've been taken out, ridden hard and brought back wet, and now
Yeah.
it's
Life is
so
rough, man. Life
exactly.
is not,
So
it is not very often super pleasant on this dimension, on this plane.
exactly, it isn't. And you know what? We can find like-minded people who love
Mm-hmm.
us.
Yes.
So anyway, like and subscribe below, and we will see you at the next Ditch Witch Diaries.